the High Commissioner of India, His Excellency Paliswani Subramaniam Kathigen, the United Nations UNDP Director, Mrs. Hemshred Woki, the PS Foreign Affairs and Interim Secretary General for the PIDF, Dr. Leslie Korobala, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, respected stakeholders, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambula Vinaka, and a very good afternoon to you all. I am honored this afternoon to commission the solar project at the State House that is under the solarization of the head of state's residence in PIDF member countries, which I realize is a response to the multiple energy challenges faced by Pacific Island countries. I understand we are embarking on festivities of Christmas, and most of us are looking forward to the well-deserved break. And I sincerely thank you for the commitment to be present and to be part of this important milestone. I take this opportunity to welcome everyone present this afternoon, particularly the good High Commissioner and your able team from the High Commission of India and Government of India for the generosity in providing funding support to the venture, and likewise the United Nations Development Program as the implementing partner for the project. Such partnerships require technical support for sustainability purposes and a testament to what works in the region. I recall we had launched this project some months back, and work had been done once solar panels were delivered and the relevant complementing equipment were installed. Today, I'm extremely pleased that the project has been duly completed and all due diligence has been passed by the relevant authority, thus now warranting a commissioning of the project. We are equally proud that our solar system is now live and the app used to monitor the system is compatible, both laptops and smartphones, and most importantly, we shall be saving on costs on a monthly basis for the State House alone. The project is an example of a whole-of-society approach, specifically a multi-stakeholder partnership with partners from the public and private sectors, as well as civil society. With funding from the India United Nations Development Fund and close partnership with the United Nations Development Fund program and the Pacific Islands Development Forum, the initiative is an important milestone towards creating awareness amongst different stakeholders, as well as the general public, on the adoption of solar energy as a source of clean and renewable energy. This will bring Fiji a step closer to achieving the nationally determined contribution target of reaching close to 100% of renewable energy power generation by 2030, and a reduction of 20% of carbon emissions from energy sector under a business-as-usual scenario. It will also contribute to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goal 7 on ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Given the limited availability of land in the Pacific, a rooftop solar has great potential. And I strongly believe that this effort to solarize state residence and government buildings should be replicated to other public buildings, residential, commercial, and industrial buildings, to make every building is energy building. This would shift our Pacific Island nations from being solely energy consumers to prosumers who both produce and consume energy. Renewable energy is sometimes referred to as clean or green energy. It's a booming innovation that is bringing down energy costs and delivering on its promise of a cleaner, greener future. Solar and wind generations are breaking record after record from across the world, from Europe to America, as they slowly start to penetrate national electricity grids without compromising on electricity. This means that renewable energy are slowly but surely displacing dirty energy sources, such as fossil fuels, in the power sector, and offering benefit of low emissions and pollution levels. Here in the Pacific, over the years, we have made modest inroads towards renewable energy proliferation, albeit the challenges associated with economies of scale. This year, the COP28 conference, recently held in Dubai, marks a pivotal moment in global climate action. It includes the first global stocktake to assess the world's progress in tackling climate crisis and determining necessary course corrections. This stocktake was crucial for measuring progress towards the Paris Agreement goals in mitigation, adaptation, and climate finance. The focus was on immediate and dramatic climate action, including a significant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, achieving global net zero emissions by 2050, transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources, and increasing investments in climate adaptation and resilience. Some argue that the change in text from phasing out to transitioning is a cause of concern. But for the Pacific, immediate action to the climate crisis is essential for our survival. Critical to this endeavor is a collective effort and a call to action on the pressing priorities that require deliberate action. At the recent COP, an agreement was reached by 118 countries to triple renewable power generation to 11,000 gigawatts and to double energy efficiency within this decade. Achieving this target will require substantial government support, financing, and policy framework to facilitate investments, including grid infrastructure enhancement. This argues well with Green Exchange Trade Fund investments, and just as the solarization head of state project implies, we as a country will need to hasten the necessary legislation, establish the necessary framework and processes to allow our nation to transition to green solutions provided by renewable energy. We are in Fiji at the brunt of nature's calamities more often than not. The commissioning of these panels symbolizes change and the need for our people to consider alternative methods and technology that will be beneficial for our people. At the same time, it is a reminder that our forces are at play, that we have little or no control, and yet we need to be innovative and aspire to make changes for the survival of our people. Resilience is essential. If we are to reach storm together, and renewable energy is beneficial to building community capacity in this day and age. I hope this commissioning event will make inroads in the discussions of this important topic, especially the use of renewable energy throughout the Pacific region. And I consider it an honor to commission the solarization project. And I know that this shall become the end of a new beginning, with many similar project initiatives that possess the potential to impact the lives of all the citizens of this beloved nation. On that note, on behalf of my family, my office, and all citizens of Fiji, I convey our best wishes and wish you and your families a blessed Christmas and a prosperous New Year. May God bless our soul and continue to bless our beloved nation. Maivalili.